Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Alliance's Summer 2021 Empowerment Rally, Activating Advocacy for All. Whoop, whoop. We are excited to bring you this week-long rally each and every day, starting today, Monday, July 19th, and going through Friday, July 23rd. Today is day one. It is Monday, July 19th, 2021. Today is a day filled with wild and abundant possibilities, and we are glad that you have joined us on this journey. The Alliance is so proud to be an initiative of the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities. Next slide. So what are we going to rally around this week? Well, we are going to rally around a whole lot. So day one today is all about advocacy and leadership. It is going to provide a wonderful foundation on which we can build the rest of the week. Day two is about rights and empowerment. We're really going to start flexing those self-advocacy muscles. Day three is all around legislative advocacy. How can we make changes so that we can live the lives we want and deserve to live? Day four is about wellness. We all need to be healthy and well to do this work. And day five is our call to action. What is the future of self-advocacy for our own lives? For our agency or organization? Maybe it's for our community. Maybe it's what's the future of self-advocacy in Illinois. So I hope that you are with us for every moment of every day. Next slide. So let's get ready. I hope you have a couple of things nearby. The first is your Activating Advocacy for All handout. It's printed on a white piece of paper. On one side, it says Activating Advocacy for All. And on the other side, there's a lot of different boxes. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, and we're going to use it throughout the day. You also should have an ink pen or something to write with, because this isn't something just to look at. This is something for you to do something with. Does everybody have their Zoom rally cards? I hope you say, yes, you do. And if you're saying no, ask a support staff. Maybe they have your cards. So we want you to use these cards throughout the rally. I hope you're sporting your rally bracelet. On one side, it says Activating Advocacy 2021. On the other side, the Alliance. And if you ordered within a certain time and they arrived, I hope you're sporting your Alliance t-shirt. If you didn't get your t-shirt order in time, do not worry. It's on its way. And then you can rep the Alliance each and every day. So we hope that you're ready. If you're ready, show us your awesome card. Who's ready? Yes,
okay. I don't have number those.
Okay, yes, all right. So next slide, please. All right, I mentioned that handout, the Activating Advocacy for All rally handout. So slide one, each day when we talk about a different topic, there is something for you to do. So today, Monday, July 19th, we're talking about advocacy and leadership. And at the end of our time together today, we want you to think about and fill in, I can speak up and speak out. My advocacy and leadership goals are, and then you're going to fill that out with what your personal advocacy and leadership goals are. Then let's look at side two. So side 2 is really fun. So this allows us an opportunity to get to know each other, because you know what? We are more alike than different. So during each of the days of our rally, we are going to spotlight one of these areas, and we're going to ask you to answer it. It might be, I really like this about myself. It could be an exercise I enjoy. So we are going to get through all these, and we're going to get to know not only ourselves maybe, but each other. Next slide. All right, you have the Zoom rally cards. Go ahead and show them again, whatever one you want to show. I'm going to show Activating Advocacy for All. All right, yes. All right, housekeeping. So this isn't going and cleaning up your house, but this is housekeeping for our time together throughout this week. So we do have American Sign Language, or ASL, and real-time captioning, and those are being provided for accessibility. So if you want real live captioning or real-time captioning, or to see in words what's being spoken, go to the bottom of your screen. Click on the CC button to see the live transcript. The other thing, we have spotlighted the ASL interpreters to keep the video at the top of your screen, especially if you are in side-by-side gallery mode. If you are a person who uses ASL, let us know. Just send me a message using the chat. Send me your name. I can let the interpreters know who you are. So if you want to ask a question or share information during those sharing times, the interpreters can more easily find you. Please stay muted in listen only mode unless you're speaking. That helps to enhance the experience for all of us. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and message me and I will respond. Use the chat box to share comments and ask questions. Use your Zoom advocacy cards to speak up and speak out. Here's another fun thing. Each and every day, we are having a raffle drawing. There's going to be one raffle drawing each day for self-advocates and another raffle drawing for our professionals and allies and support staff. Got to stay tuned to the end for that drawing. And the last stop point, have fun. We are so glad that you are joining us today, and we are going to have a wonderful time activating advocacy for all. Woohoo! Take it away, Tara.
All right, thanks, Christine. That was awesome. We're so excited to have all of you with us today. Just wanting to go through today's agenda. So our topic is advocacy and leadership. We're going to learn about the Alliance. Hopefully some, or if not all of you, most of you know about the Alliance, but if you don't, we'll catch you up to speed. And then we're going to learn about self-advocacy. We're going to put together the pieces of the self-advocacy puzzle. And lastly, speak up and speak out. Okay. Adam, you want to share this slide?
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. Okay, so now we're going to welcome the Director of the Division of Developmental Disabilities, Allison Stark. So Allison.
Hi, everyone. Yay, I'm so glad to be here. This is awesome. So I got materials in the mail. Unfortunately, my t-shirt isn't here just yet, but when it is, I will absolutely be sporting it, and I will take a photo and I will send it to Christine so she can share it with you all. So thank you for having me here today. I'm just welcoming you to this amazing kind of week-long group of activities and learning and educational opportunities and advocacy work that you all are doing, and just to show my support. So really, you guys are doing all the hard work this week. I'm just here to say, that's amazing. Thank you for doing it. And thank you to the Alliance. So we're going to talk, or I'm going to talk just about some exciting things that I want to make sure that you all are aware of that I think will impact you positively. But if it doesn't, then, you know, it's all about advocacy, right? So you can tell us that it's not working for you. So who am I? For those of you who don't know, I'm the director of the Division of Developmental Disabilities. What does that mean? It means all of the community-based services that many of you receive, like case management, or if you receive employment services, or if you live in a 24-hour SILA, those services are all funded through my division of through the Department of Human Services. So what I have the responsibility to make sure that all of the services that you are receiving are the kinds of services that you want and need. I'm also responsible for our wait list, the PUNS list for services, which I'm sure many of you are aware of. Either you're on it or you were on it if you needed services and you wish it was shorter, as do I. So I'm with you on that. Yes, I know we should all go on a big yes on that one, right? We want that one to be shorter. But there are some good things that we have been doing at the division that I want to share with you all. The first, which I think for me is incredibly important, which is around employment. For those of you that live in a SILA or a group home, but also work a job in the community, effective on July 1, we eliminated an agency's, basically they will no longer collect any part of the income that you make to offset the cost of your services. This is amazing, right? Because that's your hard-earned money, right? And we want you to keep that for all the hard work that you are doing on a day-to-day basis. So we are very, very excited about that. One of the other things that's happening this fiscal year, and so a fiscal year is different than a calendar year. It starts July 1 and it ends June 30th, right? So one of the things we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be increasing rates for community-based services. And we're increasing those rates based on what's called the Guidehouse Rate Study. So the Guidehouse Rate Study actually was the name of the group that did the rate study, which is looking at what we pay for services. They're called Guidehouse, and we hired them to look at what we pay providers to get to do for services for you, the supports that you need. And what we found is that those service rates were very, very low, and they needed to be much, much higher. And I know the Alliance worked with the ARC to kind of have a plain language, easy to understand, how do we need to invest in the Guidehouse Rate Study. But we are able to spend this year about $170 million to increase services. Yes, which is both awesome and a big yes. That is the biggest increase in our rates, or in our rates for services, but also the biggest increase in our budget at the Division of Developmental Disabilities ever. So this is a historic increase. We're really, really, really excited about it. Going back to that PUNS list, we're making it littler. We're trying to make it smaller. We just sent out letters to 1,600 people, individuals, letting them know that they are coming off the PUNS list and they can choose the services that they need, which is awesome. And basically, we have agreed, because I'm sure many of you have heard about the Liggett Consent Decree, and that is a legal situation with the state came to an agreement with a group of individuals that wanted to move out of intermediate care facilities. And we agreed that as part of our settlement, as in this legal case, that we would take people off of the PUNS list as quickly as possible, but by 2025, no person would wait more than 60 months or 5 years in order to get community-based services. What's really exciting is that we actually have met that for this year. So we're actually ahead of schedule, which is amazing. We're very excited about that. I'm hopeful that we can get it even shorter so that people are waiting maybe just a couple of years and not even still 4 or 5 years. So we're very excited about that. We've done a lot of training for the providers that serve many of the individuals that are in our community-based system. This past year, we held 14 webinars or trainings for providers to help better support you. And there were over 5,000 people that attended these trainings. So this is really meant to make your services better, your support staff better, the people that work with you on a day-to-day basis, to make them more thoughtful and sensitive to what you want to do in your life to live the type of life that you want to live. And then finally, I think we've been trying to clarify with a lot of our providers how to best support you. So we're making, it clearer to them, how we want our service system to look so that you can meet your needs. Because we believe in community-based living. We believe that you can live independently as possible in the community, and we believe everyone has the right to that. So we're making that expectation clear. So I'll stop talking because I know you guys are getting to some great training, but thank you so much for helping me or helping you welcome in the week. And I really appreciate it. And thank you, Christine and Tara.
Thank you so much, Director. We appreciate your time.
All right, bye.
Hi, thank you. All right, so now we want to take a moment just to introduce you to our team, our amazing team here at the Alliance. We've got a great group of folks, and I want them to all talk a little bit about themselves and what they do for the Alliance. So Adam, why don't you go first?
My name's Adam Weiser. I'm a self-advocate, and I like to talk about healthy relationships and advocacy.
All right. So we've got 2 self-advocate leaders. We've got Adam Weiser and Derek Morris. Derek?
Hi, everybody. My name is Derek Morris. I am an African leader. I work with the Alliance, and I'm happy to be here to be part of the thing today.
All right. Christine?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Christine Beck, and I'm the organizational director with the Alliance. And I am super thrilled to be here today to activate advocacy for all.
Love that energy. My name is Tara Ahern, and I'm the project director for the Alliance. Noelle?
I'm Noelle King. I am the bookkeeper, money person for the Alliance. Love what I do. I love when I get invited and able to help with extra projects, and everything is just wonderful. Work with the greatest people.
Thanks, Noelle. Okay, Jay-Jin. Jay-Jin, are you there?
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry, I forgot to take myself off mute.
It happens.
Over a year of using Zoom and still getting used to it. So welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to see everybody and to be part of the Alliance and to work with this amazing team. I'm one of the project specialists helping out with presentations and connecting with member groups and supporting all the amazing leaders in the Chicagoland area. So welcome, and we look forward to this amazing week, everybody.
Woo. All right, and then lastly, we have Robin Carpenter, who isn't here today, but she is a regional self-advocacy specialist, and she helps support some of our member groups in the northern part of the state, close to the Wisconsin border. So there you have it. That's our amazing team, and we're gonna have Adam talk a little bit about the Alliance, just to make sure everyone knows what we do and who we are. Adam, take it away.
The Alliance is a network of advocates and self-advocacy groups around Illinois, funded by the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. And then so on the bottom right, we have a photo of several different self-advocates, some standing and some sitting. and this is from our Operation Community Access Rally event that we had, I believe, in 2016. So it's quite a while ago, but I love that photo. Okay, and then we're going to turn it over to Tavares, who's going to introduce some of our board members who are with us here, and then he's going to tell us a little bit more about the Alliance. So Tavares, if you're here, if you could take yourself off mute.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Yes, I am the board chair. I am charged on the board. Hold on, I'm trying to get to loud quiet spot. Sorry about that. Okay, what was that? Yes, I am the board chair. We are the board. We oversee what goes on with the Alliance and all that. I run the meetings. Well, I run the meetings, but I oversee the meetings. I make sure all the board members are in place. And then we also do rallies, statewide projects. We also do events to speak up, speak out. We went to the same conference in 2018, which I will see more about it through the rally week. But we have done webinars, seminars. We have done training. We also got a good project going on right now with the sexual health relationship thing going on right now. We also so we have done a lot over the Alliance over the years. Being a part of the Alliance, we had bachelor programs, which I was the second pioneer of that group. That bachelor program was one of our major successes and all that. But I ain't gonna talk too long. James, you're up.
Yeah, so James isn't with us today, unfortunately. So if there are other, so is Michelle, Sue?
Want to discuss James Brody?
I will go through his slides.
This is Michelle.
Okay. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Hold on, I'm having
yourself. We're gonna put you on mute now because of the, okay. Is Karen or Sue here?
Sue is here. Sue,
yes, I'm here.
All right.
All right, thanks, Sue. Okay, so this is our board of directors. We have Tavares as the chair. James Kanzler is our vice chair. Our secretary position is currently vacant as of last week. And so we are going to be filling that spot soon. And then Jessica Hahn is our treasurer. And then we have other board members at large, Michelle Spurlock, Karen McComb, and Sue Bauer. And so I think that Tavares really gave us a nice picture of some of the Alliance activities, which we're going to talk more about. But the biggest job for the board is to inform the Alliance staff about what it is that's important to you all, and help to kind of keep us accountable for making sure that we are fulfilling the desires of the self-advocate community here in Illinois. So a lot of the, my job is to meet with the board pretty regularly to make sure that we're still on track for the goals that we have, not only with the council who funds us, but also, again, making sure that self-advocate voices are, really centered in all of the work that we do. So we are super grateful to our board for their commitment and participation. So wanting to just give you a little overview of the history of the Alliance. I won't read through all of this, but our project began under a different name called ISAIL, which is Illinois Self-Advocates in the Lead, back in 2006, so that was a really long time ago. And then in 2008, we became the Alliance, the Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance, and we started with really focusing on really helping self-advocacy groups come together in different parts of the state. And then we received a series of grants from the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities back in 2013 and then 2018. So we are currently funded until the end of this year, and we're hoping to, continue on. Of course, this is a really important project, and so we'll see where that goes. Okay, Sue, why don't you tell us about the mission and vision of the Alliance?
Our vision is for self-advocates to work together to get the support we need and to live the life we want in the community. And our mission is to speak up for ourselves and each other while working together to make changes in our communities and in Illinois.
Yes, thank you, Sue. That was great. Okay, and then next, Sue?
Our focus is to empower people to speak up and speak out about what they want and need, don't want or don't need, action plan their goals, and participate in advocacy at a personal, community, and statewide levels. We do this through education, training, and individualized mentoring.
Sue?
What we do, we support local groups, advocate around important issues, offer networking advocacy opportunities with monthly newsletters, webinars, Alliance Ambassador Leadership Program, and Training Institute.
Beautiful, thank you, Sue. So on the right side of the screen, you'll see a couple photos. One is of 3 individuals. So we have Tavares, James, and Cammie right here after they presented at the Arc of Illinois convention. This was a couple years ago. So they were keynote speakers, which is really exciting. And then on the right here, we have Billy Climo, who was presenting at an organization. I believe this is Ada S. McKinley. No, or yeah, I think it's Ada S. McKinley or Envision, one of the two, presenting about the importance of self-advocacy for staff, doing a staff training, which was that was a really fun day. So now we're going to hear from a really amazing self-advocate named Jada Thompson, who's going to tell us about her member group. And so I'm going to click the video, it's going to start. And so I'm going to we're going to play it, and hopefully there won't be too many issues. So here we go. It says, what is CAC?
So CAC Trailblazers is a group with self-advocates, young and old, and the purpose of CAC is that people like myself and others can have a place to not only learn self-advocate skills, but also be able to socialize and just meet up with individuals around their age. So it's not only a group where individuals can gain skills on self-advocacy and independent living and share their story about their disabilities, but also a way for them to socialize and make new friends. Absolutely. So at the moment we are working on bringing people in, and as well as our monthly meetings, so that not only we can, engage as a community, but also teach them also bring in people to teach them about independent skills like money management and topics like sex and gender, LGBT topics, and etc. So we're alongside me and Curtis, and also Kimberly Johnson Evans as well, who is also the president of CAC, which is who we're under. We're able to bring in people so that those conversations can be heard, and we're also talking about things that a lot of us disabled people deal with on a daily basis, like ableism and even more. So it's not going to be just a social group. We're definitely going to be talking about a lot of educational topics that a lot of other autism groups are usually afraid of talking about.
All right, thanks, Jada. So we're actually going to hear from Jada a couple times throughout the week. And then on Friday, we're hoping that she can join us live to answer some questions. So, all right, let's keep going. Oh, hold on, sorry. Okay, so here we have on the screen a map of the state of Illinois, and you can see the stars represent where our member groups are. So we have 40 member groups, which is very exciting and awesome. We've worked really hard to make sure that, you know, wherever you are in the state, there's a group for you. And so we have focused really a lot of our efforts on filling out some of the blank parts of the state as we continue to grow, especially in Southern Illinois, where there's not as many group memberships. You'll see that's definitely still a goal for us. We've also worked really hard to support individuals living in state-operated developmental centers or intermediate care facilities, as well as people who may not be attached to an organization where they might not be receiving day services. So these are all things that we're always aware of and thinking about how we can, you know, share our services with folks around the state. Okay, so we're going to have Adam ask you a question, and we want to hear from you, so use your card. So Adam, what's the question? Oh, Adam, you might be muted if you're trying to talk.
I am part of an Alliance member group.
All right, so if you're part of an Alliance member group, share your yes, and if you're not, share your no. All right, great job, everybody. Oh, and I realized my camera is off. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to hear from Jada again about Alliance member group benefits. So it says, what are the benefits?
I think that with CAC Trailblazers being connected with Alliance, us being part of the Alliance gives us the opportunity to communicate and connect with other self-advocacy groups in the community. And I think that for us, because we're one of the only autism self-advocacy support groups in the city, well, especially in our community, and there's not a lot of us, but it's also important for us to socialize and connect and network with other individuals, so that way maybe we could learn some skills and maybe learn some tactics that they have done in order for them to reach out to the community and connect with the community in terms of self-advocacy. And also being part of the Alliance, it's definitely a learning experience, and me and the Vice President, Curtis Harris, we've been able to join some of the meetings and some of the events, and also utilize some of the resources that the Alliance share. So I think that it's a good way for us to learn and, utilize the tools that the Alliance has to offer.
Awesome. Thanks, Jada. Okay. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the Ambassador Leadership Program. But before we go on, if you are interested in joining a self-advocacy group or starting a group, or want to see if there's a group in your area, or if you want to start one at your organization, feel free to contact us. We'd love to help you get that started. So another amazing service that the Alliance offers is our Ambassador Leadership Program. And I'm going to ask Adam if he could help me with reading these slides.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Adam.
The AOP is a leadership training program that focuses on the development of self-advocacy, leadership, and public speaking skills. Self-advocacy, research, and using technology, leadership and teamwork, public speaking, community, state, and federal advocacy.
Yeah, okay. And so I know we don't have James here. He was unable to join us, but James is sort of the reason that the Ambassador Program exists. I took this photo of him on the left. He's smiling, he's very excited. He spoke at our Alliance rally back in 2016 or 2015, one of the two. And he was kind of nervous to speak up, and he had been doing a lot of work, internally within himself to build confidence, and also, kind of getting the courage to really advocate around things that he wanted in his life. And so, this moment especially is, we got some folks who are off. Okay, make sure you're muted. Thank you. So James is really someone who inspired me personally. And I think, doing the work that we do and supporting self-advocates, we want to create a spark, right? We want to see a moment like this where you can see James. He's so excited and empowered. And that was really a moment for me where I thought, there's something here. This is the exact moment we want to replicate in other self-advocates that we serve and support. So we have had 4 classes of ambassador graduates, which you'll see on the screen, the different classes that we have. We started with training a small group of folks here on the top right, and then had those individuals train our board of directors, which was really cool, really great opportunity. Then we had our 3rd class, and lastly, our biggest class yet, right here. So this is our most recent class. And then there's actually a group going through the program at Human Support Services. Our lovely Christine Beck is supporting those individuals, which has been really cool. And then the other thing too is that now we have a facilitator companion guide that goes along with the Ambassador Binder curriculum. So we are now training facilitators to lead their own ambassador programs wherever they are, whether it's at an advocacy group, at an agency. So we've had 2 facilitator trainings so far, and we have piloted groups that are doing the program at their agencies. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. On the screen, you'll see several photos of former and current ambassadors who are doing public speaking. So, that is definitely something that we encourage. We want to make sure that people with disabilities have opportunities to share with legislators, with their family, with their agencies about what's important to them. Allison Stark, the director of the Division of Developmental Disabilities, talked about that when she was introducing herself, right? That her job is to advocate for the things that you all want, the services that you want, so that you can live a full life, whatever that means to you. And so we want to make sure that not only do people have a seat at the table, but that they're prepared to engage in conversations that are meaningful, right? And so part of that is learning to do public speaking and doing an elevator speech and making sure that you can say clearly what it is that you care about and what you're asking, right? And so we have we've had lots of success with folks learning about public speaking and other leadership goals and opportunities. So we're going to hear from a couple ambassadors. Like I said, we don't have James here, but I'm wondering if we can have Tavares, if you could kind of brag on James a little and kind of go through some of his slides.
Yes, I would definitely would. Yes,
Okay.
I would definitely would do that.
Okay, great.
I know when I first know James, it was a very, I want to, shy individual, but when he went through the bachelor's program, you know, he had a dream. His dream came true. He wanted to learn how to speak, to people. He's gotten more confidence in learning how to speak without fear, without nervousness. You know, James has really developed from a very shy person to a very open, outspoken type of person. He also he had done a lot more. And it's like me knowing James personally, you know, I could be so much proud of him right about now.
Yeah, thanks, Tavares. So yeah, James had a goal of living in his community. He was living with family at the time, and it just wasn't really working. And so he advocated and eventually moved into a SILA, which is a group home, a community integrated living arrangement. He had a great experience there. He met some interesting people, and now he is kind of on to the next thing. And so I think that that was definitely something when we were preparing for today, he wanted to make sure to highlight, because sometimes you have goals and then things change, and that's okay, right? And so he really wanted to make sure folks were aware of that. Here is a photo of James. He's holding his vision board that he made during the Ambassador Leadership Program. So his goals for when he was an ambassador were to be on the Alliance board, which he's our vice chair, to work on public speaking and flying an airplane. And so he met all three of those goals. He took his first airplane to Birmingham, Alabama, where we went to present at the National Self-Advocacy Becoming Empowered Conference, where he spoke about the Ambassador Program. These are photos of him presenting at the Person-Centered Planning Forum. This was a couple years ago. A different director of DDD. This is Director Greg Fenton, who now Allison is our new director. So this is him sharing about a really cool design idea he had for sneakers that he wanted to share. And then James has helped out with doing presentations for the Alliance. And James, I know he's not here, but he'd be okay with me sharing that, you know, reading and writing is something that he, you know, can be a little bit of a challenge for him. And, you know, he has never let that get in the way. We've developed some really creative workarounds for, you know, me asking him questions like an interview, or he can repeat what I say. So we've definitely worked through that. And, you know, we want to make sure that folks are encouraged that if you want to be a presenter, you don't necessarily have to be great at reading and writing. You can still be a good presenter. You can still be a phenomenal presenter. So that's something that he has really not gotten in the way for James. As you'll see on the screen, he's presented at a lot of statewide conferences, national conferences, and he's really excited and happy to inspire people, other people with disabilities, who maybe want to do the same thing. Okay, Lindsay, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can just let me know when you want me to move the slides, okay?
Sure.
Lindsay, you ready?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I live in Evanston and I was born in Chicago. I grew up in McHenry. I am part of the Center for Independent Future Advocacy Awareness Club, and I am the secretary.
And Lindsay, what's this photo?
It's a photo of me at the Spark event that we have it every year. It's like a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And I won.
Yeah, what did you win?
I won the Awesome Award.
Yeah, she won the 2018 Jane Doyle Awesome Award. Jane Doyle is an icon, someone that we know and love pretty well. So yeah, what an incredible award! Congratulations.
Yeah. I was excited that time.
Yeah, you look great. Okay.
I live in my own condo and I have a dog named Sandy. I have presented many times in advocacy, disability history, and at the transition house about living on my own. And I helped at the CAF summer camp. My ambassador goals were to do my own presentation about self-advocacy and make brochures about self-advocacy. What I've learned from in this program, I've learned about how to become an ambassador and become a professional. My favorite part is been meeting all the other ambassadors and learning about their stories. I have learned how to become an advocate for myself.
Great job. Thanks so much, Lindsay. Woo! Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, Dante Jones. Are you here? Are you with us? I'm gonna wait a second.
Hello.
Hello, sir. All right, you're up.
My name is Dante. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I still live in Chicago with my family. I work at Advocacy McKinney in the workshop and have been there for 14 years. I work on chia pest, salt practice, and put labels on things. I am a great gluer. I like working at the workshop, but would like to work in the community. Next slide. I am the president of the Advocacy group. I like to speak to different day programs at Ada S. McKinley. We did a fundraiser to go to Speak Up, Speak Out. I would like to mentor others on how to get along and respect one another. I spoke at the shareholders meeting at Ada S. McKinley. I do Special Olympics. My sports are basketball, bowling, tennis, shot put, and 50-meter run. I work on the Spread the Word to End the Word campaign. I am proud to be an Alliance ambassador. I went to Washington, D.C. to meet with legislators about employment for people with disabilities.
Phenomenal. And so what are these photos that we see on the right side of the screen? What are those photos, Dante? What's this one right here?
Well,
oh my goodness, sorry about
Capitol
that.
Hill.
The Capitol, yeah, this is you at Capitol Hill. And then on the right here, where you're wearing your red shirt, what are you doing in that photo?
Practicing shot put.
Yeah, you were showing me your moves, your shot put moves. So that was a really fun day.
Yes.
Okay. Hopes and dreams.
My hope is to be an activist, which I am working on. One day I will live in my own apartment. I would like to travel to Los Angeles, Memphis, Washington, D.C., South Africa, and New Zealand. The end.
All right, awesome job. Thanks, Dante. That was great. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna have Adam Weiser. You ready, Adam?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay.
I was born in Annapolis, Maryland, and have lived in 4 states: Maryland, North Carolina, Indiana, and Illinois. I'm part of the Advocacy Club at Center for Independent Futures, and those are my roommates on the right. Now I live in Evanston in an apartment with 2 roommates and 3 other housemates. Next slide. My work experience. I worked at the Chicago Botanic Garden, the cafe. I worked at the movie theater as an usher. I worked at Ravinia Festival. I worked at Nordstrom in the cafe for 10 years. I'm now a paid self-advocate leader with the Alliance.
Woo!
My master goals. My goals were to speak to other groups about disabilities, talk to senators about how important benefits are, talk to transition groups about advocacy. What I've learned, excuse me. What I've learned in the ambassador program. I've learned how to speak for my needs and figure out what is important to me. Being an ambassador led to paid advocacy work.
All right, thanks. Thanks so much, Adam. Great job. Okay, so wanting to move forward, so now that we've heard from some of our ambassadors, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the services that we offer. So one of those services is self-advocacy certification. So this is something we do with disability service provider organizations. We've also worked with other organizations that maybe indirectly work with people with disabilities. For example, right now we're working with Planned Parenthood of Illinois to assess, to help them do, to help their staff do a survey and then really do some assessments on how they can make their organization more disability friendly and more accessible. So reviewing policies and reviewing materials and signs and all of these things that, you know, sometimes can be a little, you know, not as inclusive or disability friendly as maybe we want them to be. So some of the things that we incorporate into these processes are training for staff about self-advocacy and about the disability community if they're not already familiar, doing some, like I said, some staff training and an inclusion team. So this is going to be, you know, different people from different levels of the organization, from, you know, people receiving services, disability service provider, staff, like case managers, executives, all those kinds of folks. And then for this particular certification, we really want to encourage agencies to become Alliance member groups. And if they don't already have an advocacy group, we want to be able to help them start that journey. And then, you know, also be able to provide some ambassador leadership training for the participants. Doing the self-advocacy environmental checklist, which you'll see on the right side of the screen, and then doing some action planning. So once people do this environmental checklist, they might realize that, you know, if you don't have people receiving services on committees and work groups, the Human Rights Committee, for example, that's maybe something that you want to think about, right? It's just going to strengthen the organization. So that is something that we offer. All right, Lindsay Tanyan, if you could tell us a little bit about what's on this screen.
Sure. Self-advocacy training and presentations. Self-advocacy helps develop and co-present trainings and presentations. We are trained thousands of self-advocates, staff, family members, and other professionals. Operation Community Access 2016 campaign focused on flexible day services for people with disabilities so they can make more choices about what they want to do during the day.
Okay, thanks, Lens. So Operation Community Access is something we did a couple years ago, and as Lindsay just kind of told us, it was really about day services and wanting to be more flexible. So this is something that we're still, of course, the system is still really working on this, but we had petitions that you can see we presented to former director Greg Fenton about, people really saying what they wanted to do, whether they wanted to do things at the workshop, like activities and classes, or some people who wanted to work in the community and go out on adventures. So that was definitely, and we heard a variety of different answers. So that was really cool to hear, to have people be able to speak up and speak out. And then Lindsay, what were some of the other accomplishments?
2,000 plus individuals pension signed. 36 individuals alley pension signed. One large pension signed by DHSDD Director Greg Fenton.
Right. So this was a massive campaign for us. We had thousands of petitions, and then also 37 groups, agencies and groups that signed on as an ally. And then as you see here, we got Greg Fenton, who signed the petition himself, which was really exciting. Okay, and then some of the changes that resulted as a result of this campaign, the Division of Developmental Disabilities changed from the title of DT, it used to be called Developmental Training, to Community Day Services, or CDS, as part of a waiver renewal that happened in April of 2019. So Community Day Services coordinates and provides support for valued and active participation in integrated weekday activities that build on a person's interest, preferences, strengths, gifts, and talents, while reflecting the person's goals with regard to how involved they want to be in their community and engaging the community. Okay, Lindsay, what are some of the trainings topics that we've done over the years?
Leadership trainings over the years, statewide issues, leadership, community organizing, sexual self-advocacy, employment, and housing.
Yes, beautiful. So this is just a short list, but we have, we've had leadership trainings every year. Usually we have them twice a year, in the fall and then in the spring or early summer. And so this is, something that we've really prided ourselves on, making sure that we are meeting people where they are and creating opportunities for people to gather and have some, as you can see, have some snacks. Who doesn't love a snack, right? So that's been really fun for us. The Alliance is a collaborator. So this is just a short list of some of the projects that we've been really lucky to be able to partner with in organizations like the ARC of Illinois, University of Illinois at Chicago, Equip for Equality. We've worked on projects having to do with domestic and sexual violence. As I mentioned before, we're now working with Planned Parenthood of Illinois, the Division of Developmental Disabilities, of course, the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities here in Chicago, Proud and Included, which is a former investment of the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities, the Southern Illinois Transition Project, and Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered, Go Voter Project, which we did last year right around the election time. That was really cool. And then I'm not going to read through these. This is a lot, but some of the committees and work groups, task forces that we've participated on, you know, as you see, there's lots of really cool things here, some of which I mentioned, but just a couple of highlights is supported employment. The action team, that was another council investment, which we were really excited to partner on. And then, you know, work groups, all about day services. So how do we make services better for you so that you can live the life you want to live, right? And so things having to do with ending sub-minimum wage so that you guys can make, you know, better money and keep more of your money, right? That's like what Allison was talking about before. We also have the Going Home Coalition and, you know, really regulatory advisory board, things like this that we're really excited to be able to partner with. Okay, and then Adam, tell us about eAlliance as a resource.
All right, website, monthly newsletter, January 2016 to June 2021. 60 plus recorded webinars. Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Create your own emergency resource guide. Be the leader of your healthcare team. History of the disability rights movement. I can be safe online.
Adam. Thank you, Adam. Okay, and then what are some of the other resources that we've created here on this slide?
Sex Education Act, COVID-19, legislative advocacy, self-advocacy, and advisors.
Okay. And what about Facebook and emails?
Facebook, daily posts about local, state, and national learning and advocacy opportunities. Email listserv, near daily posts about local, state, and national learning and advocacy opportunities.
Okay. Yeah, so we've really prided ourselves on, you know, kind of being in the know. You know, we're not perfect, but we try really hard to make sure that any information we're getting, we're sharing with our membership. So advisors and member groups. And I just want to put out there, I'm going to ask Christine to put our info account in the chat so that if you want to get on our listserv and our mailing list to receive updates, please let us know. You can email the email that we'll put in the chat. And so you just tell us you want to be put on the list. I think that sometimes like member group advisors may be getting those. And so we want to make sure that everybody who wants the information can get that. So just let us know if you want to be added. And this slide talks a little bit about some of the goals that we have with our funder, the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities. So 725 people, if not more, people with developmental disabilities have participated in our Alliance activities, which have been designed to increase knowledge of how to be self-advocates and speak up and speak out about what's important to you and what's important for the system. So we have 85 plus family members who have participated in activities and almost 800 people who are professionals educated through Alliance activities. So that's really exciting and something that we're really proud of. And then now we're going to have Christine walk us through the Alliance website. So let's tour the Alliance website.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to a tour of the Alliance's website. My name is Christine Beck, and I am the Organizational Director with the Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance. And whether this is your first time checking out our website or your 21st time, we're excited that you are going to check it out because there's lots of great information that will help you on your self-advocacy journey. First things first, our website is www.selfadvocacyalliance.org. And if you're visiting, you may find that it takes just a couple seconds to load. That's because we have a lot of great information and pictures on there to share. So Just be patient and it will load. So once you get to our website, if you scroll down, there's information about the Alliance. There's also information about the team. There's information about our goals. There's also testimonials or things that self-advocates and allies have said about the Alliance and their participation. We move through services and supports that the Alliance can offer. And here's what I think is the most exciting part of the website: our resources. So once you get to this part of our front page, we invite you to click here to view our resources. And once you click, resource page will load. Again, it may take just a little bit of time because there is so much great information. And if you scroll down, there's lots of resources that you have access to, resources that are free and fabulous. Resources can include the supported decision-making fact sheet. You're going to learn more about supported decision-making in day 3 of our Alliance rally. There's also information about mental health and developmental disability, sex education. You're going to hear more of that in the coming days of the rally. So you can get any kind of resource through this page, even legislative advocacy. We're going to be talking about that. And when you see some text that is in purple and you hover over it and the little finger comes up, that means you can click on it and it'll take you right to that resource. So let's go back to that cover page again, shall we? Here's another great part of our website. View here to click our newsletters. I'm going to go ahead and click there. Again, it may take a couple seconds for the page to load because we have a lot of past issues of our newsletter. And so you can find newsletters as recently as June of 2021. That was just last month. And if you scroll down, you can get past issues of newsletters from 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and 2016. So all you have to do is go to the newsletter you want to check out. So let's see, we will go to June 2021, our most recently published newsletter. Click on that link and it will take you right to the newsletter. So again, this is a very popular part of our website. If you have missed the newsletter, you want to check out past issues, go ahead and do that. So going back to the cover page, the third part of our resources area that people really enjoy checking out are our webinars and presentations. Again, once you click on that, it's going to take a couple seconds because there's lots of great recorded webinars and presentations. And the Alliance has been hosting regular webinars and presentations since 2013. That's a long time and we've covered lots of information. So we have everything from our healthy living monthly chit chats that are recorded. We have some of our monthly celebrations, such as the Women's History Month celebration. We have information about universal design, about creating your own emergency resource guide. We have information about Friday Fun Days, Stay and Play, all about games. So all you would need to do is go to the webinar or recording that you want to check out, click on it, and it will load. So I hope that you've enjoyed this very brief tour of the Alliance's website. Remember, it is a resource for you as you go on your self-advocacy journey. We look forward to you checking out our website. Thanks so much.
All right, that was great. Woo! Awesome. Okay. All right, so I want everybody to speak up and speak out. Have you visited the Alliance's website before? Yes or no? I'm gonna check and see. Oh, we got some yeses. We got some yeses. Ooh, very cool. All right, Lindsay Tanyan, we're going to talk about self-advocates speaking up and speaking out.
Self-advocacy, speaking up and speaking out, connections with legislators, participating on agendas, agency, organization, committees, and boards, giving input into rules and resources that impact the lives of others.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna go through these kind of quickly because we want to get to our break. So some of the other accomplishments that self-advocates have been really successful at is speaking up and speaking out as leaders in their homes, where they receive services, in the community, at the state level, on committees and boards, creating webinars, and giving presentations. Okay, so I want to hear from some of the folks that have presented today. What is nothing about us without us? What does that mean to you? So I'm going to start with Adam. If you could tell us what that means to you.
Nothing about us without us means that without anyone who has a disability, how can you be in the community? You know, we need to all fit in the community together and do our best to speak up and speak out with what we need.
Absolutely. Awesome, Adam. Thanks so much. Okay, so Dante, I'm going to call on you. Dante?
Yeah,
All right, what does nothing about us without us mean to you?
well, even though, well, I'm saying, without, making the decisions and, well, to me, nothing about me without me is like, even though I make my decision, without me, I wouldn't be there. But
Yeah, so it sounds like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but like you got to be in the center of it, right? If you're receiving services, it's got to be about you. Your voice has to be centered in everything that is about serving you, right?
right.
Yeah. Okay, Lindsay, Tabaris, Sue, any of you want to share what does nothing about us without us mean to you?
I feel the same way. It's telling like others how you can be served and how they can interact with you better. Like the communication and
right.
Like if you need help.
Yeah, so a part of it is being able to speak up and advocate for yourself and what you need, but also for the people who serve and support you to know that you're the expert, right? I think that that's something that gets lost a lot in how we provide services for people, that I don't have an intellectual or developmental disability, right? And so I'm not an expert in that. You are. Lindsay's an expert. Dante's an expert. Adam and Derek and Tavares, you all are the experts because this is the life that you live. And so we want to make sure that everything, nothing about us without us is that you got to be in the room where it happens. It's kind of like that Hamilton song, right? Be in the room where it happens. Yeah, it's really important that you get a seat at the table, but that it's meaningful for all of you and that you can say what's important to you, and not everyone's going to be the same, and that's okay. So thank you all for that. So now we're going to get out our fun cards here, and we're going to answer this question right here. It says, I heart me. I really like this about myself. So I want everybody to use the pen that you got in the mail and take a couple minutes to write down what you love about yourself. And I'm going to write, Lindsay, what are you going to write? What do you love about yourself?
I didn't write it down yet.
What do you think? Do you have any ideas?
Not yet.
No?
Okay, think about it.
I'm going to write down, I really like that I have a good sense of humor. I'd like to think that I'm funny at times, right? Not just funny looking, funny. So I'm going to write, I really like that I have a good sense of humor.
And Tara, this is Christine, and what I may suggest is during the upcoming break, everybody has that opportunity to get out that their rally handout and to take a couple minutes to answer, I really like this about myself. Maybe you share your answer with some folks that are there, but now's the time for us to take a 15-minute break. Tara will go to that slide and she's going to click the countdown clock and it's going to play music. See you back in 15.
Okay, everyone. Welcome back from the break. I hope you were able to get up and stretch your legs, have some snacks. I know I did. Thank you all for joining us here today. All right, so we are going to, please make sure everyone that you're muted. I can see a couple folks that are not muted. Okay, so we're going to go back to our vision board here. And I hope you were all able to fill out the section on what you like about yourself. And now we're going to do this next one on the bottom left. Well, yes, your bottom left of your vision board. The television show I like to watch is, so what are some of your favorite TV shows? I'm going to put The Great British Bake Off. That's a really good show that I like. GBBO.
And this is Christine. If you would like to type in using the chat box and let us know what your favorite television show is, that would be great.
Christine, what is your favorite show? What's that show you like to watch every day around 4?
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Woo!
Don't get in the way of Christine and her.
I know. I love Judge Judy. And we have some other folks. Kevin likes Atypical. Never heard of that. I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks. Jay Jin likes Legends of Tomorrow. All right. Mary likes Full House and Friends. Yes.
Very cool.
Mountain Men. All right, we've got Mountain Men. I've heard of that one. Friends and Big Bang Theory, Top Chef and CSI Network, Thomas, Power, NCIS. Wow, we have a lot of variety of what folks like to watch. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Jenny also loves Judge Judy, but her current fave is Golden Girls. We have Quentin loves Family Guy and Lavelle loves Chicago PD. Anna, I'm right with you. I like the news as well. Joe likes Chicago PD. Patty, comedy, Big Brother, and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Greg likes that. Oh, Renee, Night Watch Austin. I've seen Night Watch before. Derek likes Batman. Cornell likes blue blood. Wow. I'm going to have to check out some of these. WGN Morning News. Yes. As I said, we are more alike than different. We've got another Wheel of Fortune watcher out there. Roseanne, I remember that program. Walker, Texas Ranger. Yes, Chris, we got a little bit of everything out there. So thank you all for sharing what you like. Oh, and the Olympics. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
for that reminder, Anna. Yes, the Olympics.
Okay, so we're gonna do something a little different now. We've got a little less than an hour left for our first day of the rally. We're going to talk about self-advocacy. Every journey starts with the first step. And so let's go through the basics and learn more about advocacy. Okay, Lindsay.
Speak up and speak out. What does self-advocacy mean to you?
Okay, so put in the chat what self-advocacy means to you.
Yes, this is Christine. And while you're doing that, we have other people who like sports, somebody else. Talisha likes Paw Patrol. Oh, this is so exciting. I know many of these. Oh, here we go. From Garden Center, self-advocacy means to help people. Being able to ask for what I need. Thank you, Sue. I am liking these. All right, self-advocacy means speaking up and standing up for rights. I'm giving that an awesome. Yeah, baby. Yes. Mary says self-advocacy means to speak up for your rights. TCRC says saying what you want and need. I'm giving that a yes. Dante says speaking up for others. Yes. Ooh, not being afraid to take on those in power. Thanks, Curtis. Futures, speak up and speak for what I want and need. Getting along with others. Speaking to legislators. Helping others speak up and speak out. Wow. Kevin, yes. Seeking resources when I need it and to keep moving forward with your voice. Self-advocacy means that my voice is heard. Oh my gosh, what a great foundation on which to build this next part. Speaking against bullies. Yes, thank you, Dante. It's important to speak up against bullying.
Okay, Lindsay, tell us what self-advocacy is.
Self-advocacy is speaking up and speaking out for yourself and for others who cannot or don't know how to speak up for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know for those of you who have been to SUSO, Speak Up, Speak Out Summit, we used to say speak up and speak out. So let's do that together. Lindsay, why don't we do that together on 3? 1, 2, 3. Speak
up and speak out.
Absolutely. Great job, everyone. Okay, Derek, can you tell us what the pieces of the self-advocacy puzzle are?
What, how, who, when, where, and why.
Beautiful. Okay. And then here is an opportunity for you all to speak up and speak out. Do you like to do puzzles? Yes, or no?
Yes, I like to do it.
I like to do puzzles. All right, let's see.
And this is Christine. I just want to remind everyone that you have choice. And it's okay if you like to do puzzles. It's okay if you don't like to do puzzles. And it's okay if sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. So it's always good to have choices, and speaking up and saying no is as important as speaking up and saying yes. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Christine. All right, Derek, what does this slide say?
Okay, it said, what are some things that, okay, I can't see that. Hold on 1 minute. Oh, I can't see the, here's your picture right there. What are, okay, what are some, okay, what are some things that you can speak up and speak out for? You can, okay, for example, on that one, that you can speak up for other people that can't speak up for themselves. Oh,
Right. So let's ask the audience. So Christine, if you could share if there's any audience participation. So what are some of the things that you can speak up and speak out for?
Yes, and we've got some great answers rolling in. Mary says we can speak up about ending bullying. Kim says you can speak up if you need help. Yes. Oh, Jenny, thank you. You can speak up for disability injustice. Curtis says to end police brutality. Sue says to live in my own home. Jennifer says what you want to do. Dante says you can speak up for disabilities. You can also speak up, Kevin says, when something's not right. Oh, yeah, so important. Adam says you can speak up about healthy relationships. LCAA, bullying and retirement. Yes, retirement. And taking college courses online. Jin says, speak about work rights and choices. Chris says, what kind of music you want to listen to? I love Kiss. Woo, okay. I remember Kiss from back in the day, Chris. So thank you for that throwback Monday. Kevin says, can speak out about assistive technology. And Dante, thank you. This will be our final one I share. Speak up about anything.
Yeah, there we go. Adam, why don't you tell us what some other self-advocates have shared with the Alliance?
What you want and don't want, what you need and don't need, hopes, dreams, and goals, where or how you want to live or work, rights, if you're unhappy, being hurt, or feeling unsafe, boundaries, concerned about power and control. You can speak up about anything that is important to you.
All right, yes, you can speak up about anything that you want to share. Here's our next question. Derek, take it away.
okay, who can you speak up? Okay, how can you speak up, speak up and speak out?
Beautiful. Yeah. So how can you speak up and speak out? How do people, what are some ways that people communicate? So let's see what we get in the chat box, and Christine's gonna share.
Oh, I can't wait. All right. So, and I know Kevin alluded to this assistive technology. Some people use assistive technology to speak up and speak out. All right, we have email, letters, sign language, petitions, advertising, using your own voice, writing a letter, going in person or email, face to face, sometimes texting, yelling at rallies, TCRC, sign language. Oh, Curtis, this is a great one. Facebook Messenger. Dante, a communication device. Jenny said virtually. Lindsay said awesome. I'm right with you, Lindsay. All these are awesome ways that you can speak up and speak out.
Okay, Lindsay, can you tell us summarize for us what we've heard?
American Sign Language, ALS, speaking, writing, smiling, frowning, phone calls, emails, texting, pointing, gesture, communication devices. Everyone communicates.
Yeah, everyone communicates, right? And so that's something that we want to make sure that we're not leaving anyone behind. Some people communicate with their eyes. If they
Noises.
talk, yeah. If they don't use their voice, maybe they point or gesture or have a communication device. So let's make sure we're including everyone. Okay, Derek, what's our next puzzle piece?
Okay, who can you speak up and speak out for?
Yeah. So who can you speak up and speak out for?
Oh, this
That's a good
seems
one.
like a trick question.
It does.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what everybody has to say. All right. You can speak up for, oh, Adam, thank you, yourself. Yes, the number one most important person you should speak up for is yourself. That's awesome. And then there's other people, your friends. Sue said, myself and others. Curtis said, for yourself and others. LCAA, Livingston County Advocates and Actions in the house. They said ourselves and our peers. TCRC, Chris said, I can speak up for my brother. Thank you, Chris. Dante says family. Jennifer says yourself, family, and friends. Kevin said all groups of society. Dante says everybody. Mary, yourself and friends. Lindsay, others, yourself and friends. Family, says Kim. Lindsay says anyone who needs help. Becca, thank you, Becca, yourself. Jenny, I like this, Jenny. I am best when advocating for the rights of others like myself. I'm going to give that a yes and 2 thumbs up. All right. Yes. Yes. Jay Jin is feeling the power of advocacy being activated. Woo! All right.
All right, Adam, let's summarize.
Yourself, other people with disabilities, friends, family, school, employer, an agent where you get services, faith, community. You can be an ally for others.
All right, great job. Derek, what's our next question?
Who can you speak up? Okay, who can you speak up and speak out to?
Yeah, so now we know who do we talk to when we have things that are important to us? Who are we gonna share with?
Governor.
Ghostbusters. Oh, sorry. That was who you got to call. Okay. Let's see. Anyone who will listen. Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, Dante says staff. Sue says legislators. Dante, mother. Yeah. All right. Kim says my case manager, Renee. Kim is going to speak up to the case manager. Michelle says going to speak up to friends. Dante says friends. Yeah. Wow. Jennifer, thank you. Staff, parents, siblings, and siblings are brothers and sisters. Your case manager, maybe it's your employer, your boss, friends and relatives, work manager, legislators, family, case manager, doctor or nurse. Thank you. Church family. Thank you, Zach. And Jenny, the people who can help us get the services and supports we need in order to have the best quality life we can. We have friends, yeah, that we can speak up and speak out to. I think y'all covered it.
Yeah.
Good night. Wonderful. Oh, Curtis says my academic advisor and professional. And we'll end with Curtis. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Curtis. Thanks, everybody. So I think we heard most of these, if not counselor and legislator. So a legislator is a person who works on behalf of the government to create bills and policies and laws that help us in our society. So thank you all for that. Derek, what is our next question?
Okay, when and where can you speak up and speak out?
Okay, when and where can you speak up and speak out?
All right. What are those places and spaces? Where can you go? The rally. Thank you, Dante. I'm going to give that a yes. All right, Lindsay, you go anytime and anywhere. Yeah. Mary, rallies and at the state legislature. Yes, thank you, Mary. All right, where are some other places? The places, spaces, the when and wheres, rallies, advocates, education settings, doctor's appointments. Yes, thank you, Kevin. Yes, it is important to speak up to your doctors. They're asking you, do you feel okay? Does it hurt anywhere? Oh, thank you. At Springboard. Yes, Springboard is a program at TCRC in Tremont, Illinois. Tremont is near Peoria. All right, you can speak up to staff anywhere in Springfield. And from Livingston County Advocates in Action, anytime, anywhere, the capital. Kim at TCRC says at home. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kim. Oh, and we also have at the grocery store. Yeah, you know, if I can't find the kind of pickles I want, I'm going to ask somebody about that. So thank you.
It's very important to get the kind of pickles you want. The kind of pickles I like were out of stock for several months, so I really appreciate that one, Christine. Oh, you got to advocate for your pickles and many other things, right? Okay, Adam, why don't you give us a little summary of what we heard?
Home, school, and work, discovery and person-centered planning meetings, community day services, wherever you receive services, and the community, restaurants, bowling alley, etc. Appointments, doctors, hair salon, etc. The Capitol and legislators' offices. You can speak up anytime and any place you want.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, Derek, last question.
Why, why do you speak up and speak out?
Yeah, here's a really excellent question. Why is it important to be an advocate and speak up and speak out?
All right, let's hear from you. This is like the $1 million question. Why do we speak up and speak out? You know, why do we do things like the rallies and, you know, have these learning opportunities? And wow, the answers are rolling in. Let's see. Thank you, Kevin, to make changes. Yes. Lindsay, to get what you want and need. TCRC, so you can make good choices. Sometimes you got to talk that through. Thank you, Mary, for your rights and to get the service you need. Yes, or to get the pickles you want. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Livingston County Advocates in Action so that people know what I want and need. That's right, people aren't mind readers. We got to tell them what we want them to know. TCRC, let people know you want to be seen and heard. And thank you, Sue. If you don't speak up, it's not known what you need. You know, we can guess, but a lot of times we guess wrong. So let's just speak up and put it out there.
There we go. All right, Lindsay, take us home, girlfriend.
It is good to ask for something you want and need. It is good to ask for something someone else may need, want. Put a stop to what you don't like or want. Get better services and support. Show we all are equal. It is my right to speak up for myself.
All right.
And Tara, I would just like to share a couple comments that came in. that I think really also sum this up. So Ginny said, I don't think many people necessarily knew of the unique challenges that are faced by the community I raise awareness for. And since I have a big mouth, I might as well get into good trouble. We are going to be talking on Wednesday about some of the good trouble that people have gotten themselves into over the year to bring about the changes that our disability community has worked from. And hopefully we can continue to get into some good trouble and speak up and speak out. Becca always said, to get things done how I want. And Anna says, because not all the people know about the great abilities the disability communities have. So thank you for those.
All right. Okay, Adam, share a quote with us.
We want to learn skills. We want to make changes. We want to help others.
Amazing. Okay, Adam, so what's our next advocacy opportunity here?
I want to learn skills. I want to make changes. I want to help others.
All right.
Yes
so
or no?
Learn skills, make changes, and help others. Say yes. And if no, you can feel free to say no too. I'm going to say yes. What, Adam, what do you think? Do you say yes or no?
I say yes.
You say yes. Okay, very good. And then let's take a look here. We've got a lot of yeses. Okay, great. All right, let's review what we did today. We learned about the Alliance and self-advocacy. We put together the pieces of the self-advocacy puzzle, and we did some speaking up and speaking out. Okay, so now let's get out those vision boards and flip over to this side, the white side. And we're going to fill out the top portion. It says Monday, July 19th, 2021, Advocacy and Leadership. And then it has a yellow word bubble that says speak up and speak out. So we're going to answer the following question. I can speak up and speak out. My advocacy and leadership goals are, let's think about this. So Adam, I'm going to kind of call on you here. What are your advocacy and leadership goals after today?
My advocacy leadership goals are to continue to speak in the committee and to talk about healthy relationships and learn new advocacy skills.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Super, super cool. Thanks for sharing. Lindsay, do you want to share? Do you have any advocacy or leadership goals?
To practice my skills, to improve them.
Yeah, to practice your skills.
So I'm able to use them.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. All right, Christine, do we have any other, for anyone else from the audience who's sharing what their advocacy and leadership goals are?
Not yet, but I would love to hear them. I'd like to share mine. My advocacy and leadership goal includes to say no. And I really don't have time to do some things. I tend to say yes because I get really excited and I want to do things. And I'm learning that it's okay to say no. All right.
Nikki, if you're on, would you help me?
All right. So does anybody want to chime in and say, what are your advocacy and leadership goals? And Sue said, I want to be able to do more public speaking. So thank you. Thank you, Sue. Anybody else want to share their advocacy and leadership goals? All right, Kevin, to improve assistive technology and to educate on disability. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. Kevin said to improve to assistive, excuse me, to improve to assistive technology and educate on disability. Thank you, Kevin. Those are awesome goals, and we can't wait to hear where you take them.
Yeah, and I just want to share too that, all week we're going to be asking you to, to type in the chat and share your ideas, share your hopes and dreams. And ultimately, the purpose of this week is, obviously to rally and to, get each other excited and hyped up. But we also want to hear about what it is that you all need from the Alliance, from legislators, from your agencies. And so we're hoping to collect some of this information and use it for a new funding proposal and to really, just kind of make our system better and make your lives better. So the more you can interact with us and type in the chat and tell us your great ideas, that's just going to be better in the long run. So we really appreciate all of you, hanging out with us today. Christine, any other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talisha is running for president of Friendship League, and Friendship League is one of the member groups, the Alliance's member groups. Friendship League is out of TCRC in Tremont, Illinois. Again, that's very near Peoria. So you go, Talisha.
Woo,
Run
yeah.
for president. Michelle would like to do more speaking. Awesome. And Mary says, I want to say no to people who I don't feel comfortable with. Thank you. Kevin says, taking a state test, but offer no read on screen option for me. I need this. Okay. So advocating for on-screen reading options. Yes. And Anna, still spreading good information to other parents. Absolutely. No matter who you are, self-advocate, ally, professional, parent, we need to spread good information to each other about speaking up and speaking out.
All right. Okay, Christine, so I think next is our drawing. Is that correct? I don't want to go to the next slide because if I don't want to give away our first winner.
No, you can go to the next slide. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So that's okay. So this slide is just, we kind of took the bigger piece of paper and we just highlighted your next steps. And Jenny, thank you. My advocacy and leadership goals are to help lead and voice the unmet needs of the entire autistic community. Because right now we need a lot more help, and we will only get that help through awareness, goal setting, and achieving those goals through hard work and determination. Oh, Jenny, I'm so excited because on Friday, our next steps, we're talking about action planning and goal setting. Woo! That makes me so excited. All right. Yes. Okay. So now we can go to the next slide. Oh, well, yeah, let's hear, how are people feeling? So you feel good? You could put yes. And if you don't feel good, that's okay. We'll accept a no. It's your body. It's your choice. Yeah, Sue says she's feeling awesome. All right. Yeah, use those cards. Yes. Anna says she's feeling great. Well, we don't have a great card. So we're going to give you an awesome. Futures, yes, awesome. Kevin's smiling. I hope, Kevin, that means you're feeling yes. Oh, Kevin's awesome. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. All right. Individual advocacy group, Amy Davis's. Yeah, I see someone with the yellow. Awesome. All right. Jenny D. Yeah, garden centers in the house. Man, you guys are awesome.
Okay, everyone. So we want to hear from you. What was your favorite thing today? What did you learn? So what was your favorite thing about today, and have you learned anything new? Or what are you excited about? Maybe it could be, what are you excited to learn this week? Share anything that you want us to know.
All right. Lindsay says everything was awesome. Hey, LCAA. Joe, thank you. Joe liked the getting to know me card. Yes. You know what? Keep these because we're going to keep on using them through the week. And you can share these with anyone, someone that you trust. You can share your information. You can ask them, hey, my favorite television show is Judge Judy. What's yours? All right. Let's see. Lindsay enjoyed the cards. Mary enjoyed speaking out. Garden Center, thank you. We like seeing people that we know and seeing new friendly faces. Yes, to friendly faces. All right. The puns info and groups and the website demo. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Kevin, I'm going to send you an email about that disability information for services. I got myself a note. Dante, hearing the ambassador stories, getting to know advocates about the programs. Sue, I enjoyed speaking even though I was nervous. And I just want to share with Dante, he said, hearing the ambassador stories, you know what? We all have a story to tell. Whether or not we are ambassadors, we are people first. We are advocates and self-advocates, and we all have a story to tell. So don't be afraid to speak up and speak out, whatever way works best for you, and share your story.
Thank you so much, Christine. Okay, so now we are at the point where we're going to do our rally drawing, right? Or
no, go to the next one.
I'm like,
I know. Tara is really
prizes.
excited. She wants to give out the prizes, and we're almost there. But first, we got to find out what's coming up tomorrow.
Oh, thanks, Christine. All right, so tomorrow we're going to talk all about rights and empowerment. We're going to learn about some of our rights. We're going to hear from a really cool self-advocate named Vincent Smith. Christine's going to be taking over tomorrow and sharing about rights. We're also going to hear from an organization called Equip for Equality. And then we're going to speak up and speak out. So can't wait to see you all back. Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm doing a drum roll. All right, go ahead and turn to the next slide. So Mary C is a self-advocate winner for today. Mary's from New Star Services in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Mary was drawn using a program called www.random.org. Totally selects a random winner. And Mary, you are going to be contacted by our Alliance staff, Noelle, and she's going to find out what gift certificate you want. We have a couple of different ones you can choose from based on what works best for you, and because choices are awesome. All right. So Mary C is our self-advocate winner. And Tara, next slide. Let's see who our staff winner is, our staff professional ally. Renee Pleasant from TCRC in Tremont, Illinois. Woo! Oh, Renee. Yes. And Renee, you also will be contacted by our staff, Noelle and King, to find out what gift certificate or gift card you want, because you have choices and it's what works best for you. So congratulations to Mary.
Hansen. She's got her cards.
What's that?
Renee's got her cards.
Oh, yay, Renee. Woo! Yes. All right.
All right, Christine, you want to take us home?
Woo! Woo! My goodness. I have had an amazing day. Thank you so much for this opportunity to learn with and from each other. If you thought today was great, you better come back tomorrow because it's going to be even better. And so we thank you. The Alliance thanks you. The Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities thanks you. Self-Advocates, we thank you. We honor you. We are excited to join with you and do this work. And so if you want to connect with the Alliance, you can reach out to Tara Ahern. She's the project director, and her email is on the screen. You can also email us at info@selfadvocacyalliance.org. You can let us know if you want to receive the monthly newsletter. You can let us know if you want to receive learning and advocacy opportunities email, or you can just email us and let us know how you're doing and how we can support you. We also have the Alliance's website on the screen. And then finally, if you are a Facebook user, we've got a Facebook page and we invite you to find us and like us. And thank you so much, everyone. We couldn't do it without you. All right. And so on the count of 3, we're all going to say, well, we'll practice one time. We're going to say, speak up and speak out. So 1, 2, 3. Speak up and speak out. Okay, we're going to try it one more time, and then I'm closing us out. We'll see you tomorrow morning. 1, 2, 3. Speak up and speak out.